Hi everybody and welcome back to Easy Geek Tube. It is Mo here and let's now talk about IP addresses. What is the IP address? Why is it important? Types of IP addresses. What is the difference between private and public IP, and a lot more. Before we continue, I would like to inform you that there will be a lot of cybersecurity tutorials coming in the coming days and weeks on how to protect your Facebook account, Instagram, WhatsApp, PayPal, and a lot more. If this is something you are interested in, consider subscribing to Easy Geek Tube channel and activate the notification bell to get them first. Now let's start. IP address is a short from Internet Protocol Address. It is a unique number assigned to each device on each local network or internet like computer, cell phone, router, printer, artificial intelligence devices like Alexa or Google Home, smart devices or plugs, and more. It consists of 4 numbers separated by dots. Each can range from 0 to 255 like this example. Now, why is the IP address so important? IP addresses can locate your identity, your address, internet service provider, and more. That's why it is a tool used by hackers to help them hack their victims. Now, what is the difference between private and public IP addresses? Imagine the private as in-house devices like cell phones, computers, etc. And the public as how the world sees you as a router, for example, or sometimes a specific area can have the same public IP address because internet service providers, the ISP, save money this way. So the whole area will look like it has a huge router that covers it all. That leads us to the question of, is there a possibility that 2 devices have exactly the same IP address? And the answer is, for the public, yes, but for the private there will be a difference in the last number, the 4th one, like this example. Before we continue, I would like to ask you, if you get value from this tutorial so far, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Now, how to hide your IP address and surf the web safely? The answer is by using VPN services, which stands for Virtual Private Network. You can disguise your IP address and search the web safely. However, it has some downsides like slow surfing, illegality in some cases, and more. I will do a separate tutorial on VPN soon, so make sure to subscribe to get it. Now, how to read IP addresses and how to differentiate between the network and the host part. The first 3 numbers are the network part, and the last number is the host part, as in those examples. If you can't tell, the first 3 numbers are the same in all devices that are connected to the same router, and the last one is the one that differentiates them in this local network example. Now, does the public IP address stay the same, or it does change over time? It does change as the ISP, the internet service providers, change them between now and then. So the IP address you have now might not be the same in the future. Now, what is the difference between IPv4 and IPv6? First of all, IPv4 is a numerical only, whereas the IPv6 consists of numbers and letters. It is more advanced than the IPv4. Lastly, how to find the IP address information? You have to go into the network setting in your device like a computer or cell phone, open the network information for the network that you're connected to, and you will find all the information we talked about. I hope that was a good brief review about IP addresses. Again, if you would like to see more cybersecurity tutorials, consider subscribing, and see you on the next lesson. Goodbye.